Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to my Minecraft Feed the Beast series. And today we are out here at the construction site for my future arcology to basically give you a bit of an update on how things are going with it and what I'm currently up to. Now, as you can see in the corner here, I'm setting up a temporary power station to power my construction equipment that I'll be using, which will be quarries and fillers. So we got a nice little array of solar panels here. It took a little bit to make all these, but works quite well. So we have it all wired together down here, and it all comes into these MFEs down here at the bottom, which are connected to one another. So this one is connected to this one, and then that one is outputting to that one, then to this one, which is the final output of power. So we can store quite a bit of electricity over here, or EU rather, which we'll be using to power as I said, quarries, fillers, and any other various things. I'll of course use it also to charge up my laser and my jetpack as I go along trying to build things on my own. And now, as you can see, I've got a little survey grid going for a quarry, which I've put it at 48 by 48. Now, I know I've said that this is going to be a 100 by 100 build, but I wanted to do it at the 48 intervals because, marked by these four torches, this is going to be the very center of our arcology that we'll be constructing. And I want going down two wide paths from this center point out into the world. So at each of the four sort of midpoints of the arcology, there will be an archway door with wonderful marble brick pathways coming into this center point, which will be surrounded by a lush garden before you get to the actual pylon sections of the arcology. And so I wanted to do the 48 by 48 because essentially that's what is going to represent the different sections of the build, is those 48 by 48 sections, surrounded by walkways, pylons, and I figured why not start already at the very beginning of construction by splitting into the four sectors. But not only that, but of course quarries do have a limit to how far they can actually stretch. So doing it at these 48 by 48 blocks is a nice middle ground. You really aren't going to have any issues with a quarry of this size. Now I've only set up one of these grids for now because, well, yeah, I doubt you really care to see me setting up all four of these quarries and watching them go as they do. But we will set up this one today because I'm going to do something a little different. Now, if you remember from our other quarry, I used a series of electrical engines hooked up to conductive pipes that went out to the quarry. This time, though, I've got a good few suggestions that I should just, or not just should, but rather could, hook the electrical engine straight into the quarry so I don't get any loss of energy. And so I'm going to give that a go here today. So let's plop down our quarry. And there is our big quarrying area. Oh, man. And, now how exactly do I want to do this? I've never built a quarry in this manner before, of hooking the electrical engine straight up to it. I've always gone and used the conductive pipes. So this will be a bit of a new experience for me here, but one that should be good to do, because, hey, more ways you know how to do things, the better. So let's grab my electrical engines here. Now I am going to go with straight up 4 engines on this, so that we have good amount of power going to this one. My other quarry back at the village only has 2 electrical engines. So this should go quite a bit faster, and hopefully not, end up catastrophically. But, hopefully not. Let's just dig a bit more down here. Grab our switches. Now I'm just going to hook them straight into the sides. Whoop, that's not what I meant to do. Shift click. There we go. And I did it again. Alright. Now, I forgot to grab glass fiber cable. Let's go to our portal up here and head back to the main facility real quick. It seems I only brought enough glass fiber cable to build the power section earlier. That should be more than enough. I am actually running a little low on this glass fiber cable. I'm going to have to build some more soon. And yeah, let's hook in this power. Now, I think that this should be a good enough method. And whoop, I'm messing things up a little bit here. Let's just break that. Come down here. There we go. A little bit of snaking around the place, but hey. Alright, now, that should work. I'll be honest again, I've never really done it like this. This is probably an absolutely horrible way to actually wire this all up. I'll go back to this and make it look nicer afterwards. I just want to check to see if this will work. Alright, the electrical engines are getting power. That's a good sign. And what about you? You are getting power. Excellent. And there is the little robot going along and doing his job. Now, he's going to have quite a large area to go through for this, because, well, there's a lot of ground to cover. Yeah, so this method did work. I'm quite pleased at that. Was a little unsure, honestly. As I said, I've never done it this way, so it's a new experience. And, of course, we need to send this stuff to our facility and the sorting system therein. So we'll just put the ender chest right there, and that will go to our main sorting warehouse facility over at the village. And man, this is a weird get-up here. It's working, and that makes me happy. As I said, I'll probably come back around and clean up all this wiring, though I'm not entirely sure how you'd really clean it up, because I can't really think of anywhere else that I could put these that it would do the same job. But, it's working, I'm happy, moving on. So, yeah, eventually, well, not eventually, but pretty much right after I finish this up here, I'm going to start to put down the 4 additional quarries for the other quadrants of the facility. And we will be digging down. I haven't exactly decided how far I want to dig down for now. Basically, I want to just dig down far enough for the sub-basement at this point, because then I want to move these quarries below that. So basically we'll have the arcology section all up here, looking all nice and pretty, and then we'll have a basement section, which will be the giant warehouse system, then a sub-basement, which is going to be where our nuclear reactor is going to sit, nice and safe and farther away from everything else. And then below the sub-basement, I'm going to probably set up these quarries, again, to dig all the way down to bedrock. That'll provide us with a whole lot of materials. Come on, 4 48 by 48 quarries, that's going to give you quite a lot of stuff. And once they do dig down all the way to bedrock, I've got a really fun idea of what to do with all that empty space. I've got a portal gun, so I'm kind of thinking maybe we should build some test chambers down there. So yes, for right now, these are just going to dig down to about the level I want the sub-basement to be at. And then we will move the quarries to below that. So for now, these things are just going to clear the land off that we need and dig down a bit so that we have some nice ground to work with. Which is going to be, interesting. Then after that is cleared, as I've said in the previous episode, I'll be looking at fillers to then take this ground after it's been prepped and actually put those blocks back to build our foundation. And I'm tempted, I've been told, I haven't tested it out myself yet, but I've been told that a filler can even create pyramids. And I'm a little tempted to kind of change my design a little to make each of these pylons a pyramid in and of themselves. So that we'd have a pyramid here, a pyramid there, and a pyramid there. And then on top of that, one giant pyramid connecting from the 4 peaks. Well, actually, probably be about the same size as these 4 pyramids, just stacked on top of them. And then hollow that out for the arcology. I kind of like that idea. And it'd be a bit simpler than my current idea of using turtles to construct this place, because I've been having some problems with the program I've been trying to write for it. I know a couple of different programming languages, but Lua is definitely one I am not entirely familiar with, so it has been a bit of an uphill battle for me to write those programs, especially one as advanced as attempting to construct a giant building. So yes. That is going to be it for this episode. I wanted to, as I said, update you guys on how the foundation was getting along for this site. So I just need to build 3 more of these quarries so that we can dig ourselves out a lovely basement. Then we'll bring in the fillers, and then we build. So, yes, I do hope you all have enjoyed this episode today, and of course that you come back for the next. And have a good one.